What up peeps, this is Impact and I'm going to be talking about something that once again you guys have asked me about. How to build Thresh. The guide that I made in Season 3 is now terribly outdated, so hopefully this will actually help you understand the champion better and why people pick and build the way they do. So first of all, you've got three main paths to build Thresh. They differ in the early game but end up being finished pretty much the same way. You've got the Relic Shield, Ancient Coin and Spell Thief's Edge paths. So here's the explanation behind each one of those picks. Some Thresh players usually start with Relic Shield. Now, Thresh is ranged, so he doesn't get the execute passive from it, but he does have his Flays passive, so he can last hit minions decently. The thing is, by picking Relic Shield, you're letting your opponents know that you're not going for the auto attack harass. This path is usually used against ranged poke lanes. Why, you may ask? Well, Relic Shield helps you sustain your AD carry. That's the main reason behind it. Secondly, it gives you more gold at level 1 than any other gold income item. And third, if you're going against a ranged bot lane combo, and since Thresh's auto attack range is now fairly short, you probably won't be able to use your Flays passive to harass your opponents anyway, because you'd be losing in every single trade. This type of build usually indicates that the player will be maxing Q as well. Since you're not going for the auto attack harass, it is usually more beneficial for you to max Q for the increased control in lane, reduced cooldown for playmaking, and for all-in potential. This build path is often followed by a standard 0-21-9 mastery page or even a 0-30-0. As soon as the face of the mountain boots are finished, you'll be able to choose, either go for the 40% cooldown reduction or just build tanky items so you can withstand as much damage in teamfights as you possibly can. Then we have the Ancient Coin path. Now this path doesn't imply you'll get the coin at level 1, some people often decide to go for Door and Shield first and then get the Ancient Coin. The reason for this is simple. The Ancient Coin allows you to use your Flay for harass in lane, so you may see a lot of Thresh players go for this path against the likes of Alistar or Leona, supports with either all-in mechanics that can poke you at a safe range. The thing is, you don't have to max Flay with Ancient Coin, you can go for either Flay or Death Sentence maxing. Against a Leona, Flay is probably better, but ultimately it will depend on the matchup at hand. What you mostly want to do with this path is get the 40% cooldown reduction as soon as humanly possible. By going say 4-21-5 for instance, or even 0-9-21, you're getting 5% cooldown reduction at level 1. By getting the Talisman as your first pick, you'll get to 25% CDR. After that, Ionic Boots of Lucidity will grant you the 40% by the time the mid-game is underway, and you can finish off your build with the standard Brandwind's Omen, Banshees or even Mikhail's Crucible. It grants a lot of utility, Lantern Escapes, lightning fast cooldowns on your Death Sentence and Flay. I guess we've all seen what Bunny Fufu can do in this scenario. And finally, we have the Spell Thief's Edge path. And this is a way to build Thresh that has been tried a couple of times by Korean players and is justified by the increased use of Morgana as a support. Morgana absolutely counters everything Thresh can throw at her with her black shield, so if you don't want to swap, you need to find a way to deal with it. Here's what I've been trying out, and bear in mind that this isn't exactly what I've seen other players do, but rather something that I've been trying out for myself. 9-18-3 masteries. You want to get the CDR as well as AP from the offense tree. You absolutely need the tankiness from the defense tree because the rune page isn't going to give you any, I'll get to that, and you'll be getting either mana regen or move speed increase from the utility tree. As for runes, you'll need a lot of AP. Flat AP, not scaling, because you need a lot of AP damage for as soon as you have your Death Sentence at level 2. I get 72 HP with my seals, 3 magic penetration marks, but everything else is flat AP. The skill order you'll want to go for is Q first, followed by Lantern, and then Flay. So why exactly would you want to use this? The short answer is to break Morgana's shield in one blow, in a single Death Sentence. As soon as your Death Sentence is level 2, you can break a Morgana's shield at level 1 with a single Death Sentence this way. Nope, she will not be stunned, but you will be able to follow it up with an instant Flay and get the CC down anyway. So what if Morgana maxes her shield first? First of all, if she does, she won't deal as much damage to you or to your carry, but she will be able to nullify your engages. Unless, that is, you keep building up your Spell Thief's Edge. You need to look at the enemy and realize what she's maxing. If you notice she's maxing her black shield, you need to keep upgrading your Spell Thief's Edge to Frost Fang and even Frost Queen's Claim if you have to. Also, Gathering Souls is extremely important with this build. Gathering Souls is the replacement to the scaling AP runes. They help you keep up with the damage that you'll need to deal to a Morgana in order to break her shield with one blow. After the Spell Thief's Edge, you're free to do whatever you want to. I recommend going for cooldown reduction and tankiness as you would with any other build. I wouldn't advise building a pure AP on Thresh, even if Morgana tries to build damage items only, to be honest. If you do it, she'll be more useful than you because she'll actually be able to dish out damage and justify those purchases. You, on the other hand, probably won't, so don't get baited by it. Also, I should point out that I really don't like this build and that I'd only use it against a Morgana. Thresh is supposed to be a lot tankier than this, so it may be hard to get used to these stats. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think about these builds, especially the Spell Thief's Edge path on either Facebook or in the comment section down below. I look forward to hear from you guys. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.